Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I just wanted to come in and run my mouth and talk about the mess. Now, before we get into the mess, I have a small dilemma. Well, it's really not a dilemma at all, because I'm gonna do what I want to do at the end of the day, because I'm grown, okay? And I kind of already have my mind made up. So, for those who don't know, I am a winter person. Even though we don't really have winters here, I still love cold weather. Not Chicago cold. That's a whole nother beast. But I love cold weather because I feel like I feel like you dress. I feel like you can dress better when it's cold. Um, and I plan on taking a few trips when once a little once I let me say so once I feel a breeze pump through, I'm gonna grab my phone, check the temperature, and I'm gone. But I do plan on going to New York in February. So I've been looking for like coats and stuff. Even though I do have a few coats I'm already gonna wear anyways. Um, so this is the thing, right? I'm gonna give a tad bit of just just something that the boys might not know. But when I say I'm talking about the boys, the girls. So for me, I don't necessarily wear women's clothing. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just not for me. I will dibble and dab in coats that are made for women, right? Coats, scarves, I'm okay with. Because the thing with me when it comes to coats is coats for men can sometimes be a tad bit, for lack of a better word, boring. Most of my coats are men coats, but I do have a few that I snagged from, the women's department. A couple denim jackets that I snagged from the women's department, baby. Speaking of women's department, I am so livid. Anyways, it was a denim coat. It was a denim jacket that I wanted. It's this girl. Her name is Kalani, I believe. She just came out with her own fashion line, and she had a denim jacket. When I tell you that denim jacket is so fly, and baby, when I tell you it's sold out, all her stuff is sold out. It just dropped today. Today at 2 a.m. I believe it dropped 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and then I logged online at 12 to try to get the jacket, and it wasn't available because it hadn't went on sale yet, um, or it wasn't made for purchase, not necessarily sale. And they said come back at 2, and I forgot to come back at 2, and no, that's a lie. I made my mind up. I was just gonna go to the store. And baby, when I tell you, I woke up and I was like, let me just go online and get this coat because I don't want to go to the store. Jacket, baby, that jacket was gone, all sizes. I said, oh my god. When I was devastated, devastation for the nation. Anyways, so shout out to I think her name is Kalani. I've been following her on Instagram for years. It's a black girl. She flies hell. Anyways, um, so yeah, one of my things is when I find coats, I, if I can, if I can butch it up, I still like for my coats to look like. I'm not one of these people who gets riled up about women clothes, man clothes. If you want to wear dresses and pumps and heels, go do what you want to. That's just not for me. You know what I'm saying? But I will wear a coat or a scarf as long as when I put it on, it's I don't know how to say this because I know somebody gonna roll their eyes. As long as it's not too effeminate, you know what I'm saying? I'm okay with a woman's coat. So I saw this coat, and I'm like, girl, I think I can bust this up a little bit. I think I can. I think I can make it. I'm not gonna show y'all the coat, not right now. Um, I was like, I think I can butch this up a little bit because it's so fly, but the colors would give you something that would be more geared towards. Um, I don't see too many coats like the one that I was looking at made for men due to the colors of the coat. But the coat is so fly to me. And I was like, it's still, I feel like I can still kind of bush it up. But I was like, I don't know. But I'm thinking, the coat is so fly. So yeah, I could show y'all the coat. I'm not gonna show y'all the coat. I mean, I don't have the coat. I can show y'all a picture of the coat. But it's so fly. So yeah, for those out there who, and I remember, I think I was having this conversation. I think it was Scotty. Shout out to Scotty some years ago, and I think when I went on his channel, and I was saying how I get a lot of my coats from, not a lot, but how I get, I've gotten a few of my coats from the women's section. A lot of people don't, I'm not gonna say a lot, but I think sometimes men, if you do want something a little bit more fashionable, besides just the regular, blue, black, tan, gray coat. And then also I've noticed sometimes even with the more fashionable coats for men, they tend to have like, a higher price tag. And I've noticed with women coats sometimes you can go, because I get my coats from the plus size section. Okay. Come on, BBW. I get my coats from the plus size section because one, I just feel like I don't want my coat to be all tight on me. Anyways, I've never understood a person who wants their coat to be skin tight. Girl, I like my coat to have a little breathing room. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't, I really can't fool with the skinny section. So I go over here with my big girls. But the only thing is, I will say you have to be careful because women, women's clothing and men's clothing are completely different because our bodies are different. So sometimes you have to take into account that, girl, the bust area, sometimes the sleeves could be shorter. So I noticed that sometimes if they have like a tall, you'll do better by just getting like a tall. I can't speak for everybody, for me. Because one time I did order a coat and I was disappointed that I wish the sleeve was about this much longer. I was thinking, I'm actually thinking about going to take it to a person to get the sleeves taken out because I still have the coat. So there are things that, of course, will be different due to the body that the coat was made for. But you can find some cute coats in the women's section. At least I know I can. And then sometimes, like I said, they're sometimes not that expensive. Where I feel like the times I have noticed, the times I have seen coats that I like for men, like it'd be like some girl. Girl, I don't have no money like that. Girl, I go to Zara. And even sometimes Zara try to pull a stunt on your ass. Miss Zara try to hit you with a $300 price tag. Oh, girl, I just wait to the sale. Okay? Because I can't. And I ain't doing that with my goddamn money. So yeah, even Zara sometimes try to hit you with a nasty $269, $299, $300. Bitch, I looked on Zara website the other day, and I saw this bag that I wanted. That bag was $429. Girl, y'all, I used to work at Zara. For those who know, I used to work at Zara back in the day. For how long? How long did I work at Zara? For about 3 years. Oh, baby, baby, the boys used to play. The boys that worked at Zara used to play games. All girl, let me shut up. Not the boys that worked at Zara. Some of the boys who shopped at Zara. Girl, they would come in. And they know half of the boys work there probably. Not probably. They know half of us who worked there was gay anyways. They'll come in, go to the dressing room, open up the door. How these pants look, huh? Girl, no shirt on. Girl, I'll open up the thing. Hey, can you get me just with their drawers on? Hey, can you get girl? What you just got your drawers? You just got your drawers on. You trying to be professional and stuff, trying to look in their eyes, but they sitting there, girl, thighs, girl, you see ass all in the mirror because the mirror be right behind them. Girl, you like, this is a mess. But I think someone did that shit on purpose. Anyways, I worked at Zara for like, 3 years, I believe? Was it like 3 years? I can't remember. But yeah, Zara ain't got no business having nothing in that motherfucking store for no $429. Baby, Zara, you can beside yourself. And on some real shit, from what one of my friends said, some of y'all bags be piss poor. Now I remember y'all pants used to be piss poor. You know how many people used to come in Zara and be pissed off that the zipper broke on their pants? I'm not lying. Zara be having some cute stuff. Real cute, real cute. Because sometimes these price tags, y'all kind of getting out of hand. I saw another bag that I liked for $200 something. I said, girl, I ain't got no $429 for no goddamn bag from Zara. Two, I ain't got no $200 some for no bag from Zara. Okay? I need y'all to go down to about $75.99. Okay? Bitch, I'm not giving you no $430 for no motherfucking bag from Zara. Girl, I might as well go ahead and save up an extra couple $100 and go get the bag that I want from Coach. Maybe it's his bag from Coach that I want so bad. Oof. I'm gonna get it. I'm getting that bag. I'm probably gonna get it for myself for Christmas. Okay, no, not Christmas. That's too soon. I might get it next year. Next year is really not that far away because Christmas is really right around the corner. Because it's already about to be October, November, December. You see what I'm saying? But yes, a bag from Coach that I want. It's $700, which is not bad. But that's what I'm saying. Like, girl, I might as well. If you get if why would you pay $430 for a bag from Zara? We can go to Coach and get you a old nasty real leather girl bag that's gonna last you, girl, to when your kids have kids. Girl, you had that bag for about 300 years. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on and talk about the mess. Baby, so listen. I'm late to this story, so I don't really have to really go over all the details. We'll just get into some of the, a little 1-2. But I'm really, really late, and I know that everybody's been talking about this, and we kind of talked about it the other night on my live. So there's this singer, this black guy. His name is David. So when the story first broke, this is what I do, right? I try to have a system. I try to be a little organized. I have folders of like hot topics. I have folders of like screenshots. Sometimes I randomly just like, if I just wake up one day and I'm like, oh, I wonder what's going on with Wendy Williams. I'll put Wendy Williams into Google just to see if anything pops up. Oh, I wonder what's going on with Kelvin Hunter. So I just put Kelvin Hunter in Google to see if anything pops up. So I try to have a little, some little organization over here. And so the other day, I was on I was on Instagram, and I'm just looking at the stories on Instagram, and I thought I saw the headline that read that a singer's body was found in a trunk. And I was like, damn, that's sad. I hope his family is okay, right? I had never heard of the singer before. I never seen him before. Nothing. But I just hoped his family was doing okay. Because I thought I saw that the headline said he was found in the back of a trunk. And so I kept seeing the story over and over and over. I'm like, who is this man? Because I hate to say it, but sometimes for stories to kind of get like national attention, like sometimes it doesn't necessarily have to be someone famous, but I always feel like those are the stories that usually get the most shine sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. But I kept seeing his face over and over. And I'm like, who is this person? Like, he must be like a big artist because I ain't never heard of this man. I mean, just because I've never heard of them doesn't mean they can't be a bona fide superstar. So I was like, girl, who is this person? Because he keep popping up. I'm like, girl, he must have been somebody big. And then I don't know what. I was like, baby, something is going on because this man keep popping up everywhere. And I just, something said, you need to slow down because it's been a few days and everybody keep talking about this man. And then, baby, I had the story all wrong. So David was dating this girl, a teenager. She was a young teenager. Her name was Celeste. Baby, they found Celeste's body in the back of a Tesla in a bag, chopped up. Girl, the people say that when they met online, and at the time she was 11 years old. I'm telling you this what the people said, girl. Let me bring it up so I don't want nobody to think I'm lying. Hold on, let me find the articles. Screenshots from 2022 show Discord messages between David and a user named Celeste when she was only 11 years old, with conversations indicating familiarity. By 2024, members of David's Discord community were openly discussing rumors that they were in a relationship. Celeste's mother alleged her daughter had a boyfriend named David and pointed to matching tattoos on both Celeste and David. These details have fueled public speculation about a long-standing relationship between the underage Celeste and David. And they also say the Tesla that Celeste was found in was registered to who class? Guess who the car was registered to? Baby. David. Honey, they said that there are allegations that Celeste's friends were bribed into silence when she was in 8th grade. Now, this is the only thing I have to say about them, about those friends. As one of my friends pointed out, if the friends knew that Celeste was messing with David and y'all were bribed into basically being silent, at what point do the friends say, after Celeste has been missing for a day or two, a week passes, a month passes, 3 months passes, 5 months pass? You see what I'm saying? At what point do they say, hey, Miss Celeste mama, we don't know, but she was dating a guy named David and this is him? You see what I'm saying? At what point do the friends? Like, that's a good point. Like, at what point do the friends? At what? And I'm not trying to hold the friends. Yeah, I am. I know they're young girls. They were young, still young. Because I think at this point Celeste will be how old? 15. But at what point? At what point do we say, hey, why didn't y'all say something to the mama about the nigga who y'all knew? She knew he was dating. She was dating a nigga named David. But y'all were bribed into basically being silent. At what point do you say, oh my God, our friend has been missing for a week, 2 days, 3 days, 6 months? Like, at what point do y'all say, hey, hey, we need to tell y'all something about Celeste and the nigga she was talking to? It was him right here. Now, we don't know, but they told us to be quiet. We weren't supposed to say nothing. But our best friend been missing for 2 days. And she probably with him. You see what I'm saying? They found her. Like I said, they found her in the trunk. Did I say this? They found her in the trunk of a Tesla that was registered to David. Matching tattoos that say shh. And he had an unreleased song from what people say was about Celeste because he said her name in the song twice. Baby, that's why it's important to know who your children friends with. This is a mess. Yep, the body found in singer's David Tesla has been identified as 15-year-old Celeste, who had been missing since April 2024. They said her body was dismembered. Remains with Celeste dismembered remains were discovered in the trunk of a car after employees at a Hollywood tow lot reported a strong odor. Her cause of death is still unknown, and no suspects or persons of interest have been named by the police. Let me tell you one fucking thing, bitch. I was talking about this the other night. I keep thinking my nose is dirty. Girl, I told you I need to go get a nose job. I just want a nose job. Girl, because my nose looking dirty, but it don't. But let me make sure. Yeah, my nose be looking dirty, but it don't. Because you can see my nose is so fucked up, girl. I don't know what happened to me. Girl, you would think I got punched in my nose. Girl, pop. Girl, I didn't. I ain't never got popped in my nose, but you would think I was as fucked up as my nose, and you can see all the way to the back, and so it be looking like my nose is dirty. Anyways. But let me tell y'all something. You, girl, ooh, did y'all hear about Saucy Santana? Girl, they say he passed out at the Waffle House. I said, oh no, sister. Girl, you better leave them pork chops alone, girl. Pork chops. Girl, I know her big ass was probably eating a couple of pork chops. Pork chops, girl, ham, girl, all the way. Probably had gravy on them, chopped onions, ham, few slices of bacon on the side, some pan sausages. Probably, she's a big girl. We're gonna pray for Saucy though, but yeah, they said Saucy passed out at the Waffle House. They had him on a stretcher and everything. Anyways, excuse me. But yeah, let me say this though. Girl, we're just talking. So in my head, and this is what I was saying the other night. I think that depending on the circumstance, and this is the example that I gave, I don't think anybody, how can I say this? I think that sometimes, like for example, I know how mean and evil I could probably get with my mouth. I hope that it never comes to a point where people see that side. Like I want to keep him locked up and stored away because I know the things that can come out of here. I think that we're all capable, not all, I'm not going to say all. I think a lot of us are capable of just being very, very, girl, if it get down to it, bitch, we gon', girl, it's not even read, bitch, it's going to be, girl, we done about to fight because the shit that I'm about to say, girl, you gonna have to fight me. You know what I'm saying? So I think that sometimes people don't realize that they are capable of being this other person. I realize that I am. And I don't want, that's not something, that's why I always say, like, I would be horrible. One, I would never do reality TV. Well, I don't think I would. But I would be horrible at reality TV because, girl, hey! Hey! The girls would be like, girl, this motherfucker be saying some crazy shit. Girl, did you hear when he saw that man? Girl, he got into it with some dude named Kevin. Baby, they got into it, baby. The way Rodney was talking to that man, baby, crazy. I think that people are capable of doing certain things, right? I'm saying all this to say that no matter how nasty I think my mouth can get, how mean spirited my mouth can get, do I think that I would be able to pull the trigger in self-defense of myself and take somebody out of here if that just happened to be the result of me defending myself? I could see that. Like I could see me defending myself and pow pow. Now I would probably have to go to therapy because girl, I just took somebody out of here. But I could see me doing that, if that makes sense what I'm saying. I cannot see me chopping somebody's body up. That is insane, baby. It's a lot of shit that I feel like I could see myself doing. Okay, cussing somebody the fuck out. Okay, popping somebody, in self-defense. But to chop somebody's body up and put it in a bag and then put the bag in the back of the front of the, I think it was in the front trunk, because I think a Tesla has a front and a back trunk, and then put it in a trunk. Do you know how psychotic you have to be to cut somebody's body? I even think, no shade, I even think for you to walk up and stab somebody, one, that's very, 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 very personal. It's easy to shoot somebody and just drive by. You know what I'm saying? To walk up on somebody and to put force behind it and stab somebody, like, you got to be really, really mad, because that means you want them to know it was you. Do you know how much you got to do to go through this? To dismember somebody, a human body. Do you know how much you have to go through to do some shit like that? What person could sit there and dismember a human being? That ain't even no shit that I could even see myself doing in my maddest moment. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, some shit, it just don't make no fucking sense. Like, girl, if you told me that you shot somebody in self-defense, I wouldn't be scared to hang around you. I wouldn't. If you told me, if one of my friends shot somebody because somebody broke into their home and they end up dying, I wouldn't be afraid to hang around one of my friends. If I found out one of my friends chopped somebody's body up, if I found out one of my friends, girl, slice and dice somebody's body up, girl, I can't be your friend no more. Because, bitch, I don't even know what the fuck is going. Bitch, I don't give a fuck how mad you got. How you just slice somebody's body up, sister? That don't even go. That don't even make sense to me. We can't be friends no more. Girl, you slice somebody's body open. Not open. Girl, you slice somebody's body and then put it in a bag and then put it in the trunk. They broke into my house. I don't give a damn if they broke into your house, girl. Sister, you slice somebody's body up and then put it in a motherfucking bag and then put it in a trunk. Bitch, you was that mad that somebody broke into your house? I can see you getting your gun and pow pow, and then girl, the body fell to the ground. You call the cops and say, "Oh my God, somebody broke into my house," and girl, they dead. Oh my God, girl, somebody broke into my house and tried to violate my body. And girl, by the time they got into my bed, honey, girl, I pulled that gun from my motherfucking dresser drawer. And girl, I got the blasting. And girl, now he dead. Come get him. You see what I'm saying? But girl, somebody broke into my house and girl, I stabbed and then shot their body up and then put it in the back and put it in the trunk. Girl, I would be like, no, sister. We can't be friends no more. Uh we cannot be friends. We can't be friends no more. We can't be friends no more. Baby, you need to be in a 50. Baby, you need to be in a 5150. Girl, whatever past 5150 hold, baby. And I wish you the best of luck. And please do not call my phone no more. It was fun while it lasted. But baby, you look cuckoo. You see what I'm saying? And then they got matching tattoos. So y'all got matching tattoos somewhere between the ages of 11 and 13. Well, she was 11 and 13. Now he's 20 now. So at the time he started talking to her, when she was 11, I think he was 16. When she was 13, that means he was 18. And now that she's 15, he's 20. I know some people out there who are gonna be like 13 and 18 ain't that big of a difference. Girl, please let me know. And I will say this now. I know somebody who got pregnant at 13 and the baby daddy was 18. I personally know someone who got pregnant at 13 and the baby daddy was 18. Ain't no 18-year-old got no business talking to a 13-year-old. Ain't no 16-year-old ain't got no business talking to no 11-year-old. Hello? That is out of order. Now listen, I don't know if David did it or not. I don't know if he did it or not. I wasn't there, so I can't say. And I don't want to put blood on nobody's hands. So all I'm gonna say is again, I don't know if he did it or not. Girl. Girl. Yeah, I think he did it. I'm gonna say this. I don't know if he did it, but baby, all signs are pointing to that nigga. And it's sad that, people go missing every day and people die every day. It's just so sad because this girl has been missing, dead, since what? Well, I guess we don't know when she died. She's been missing since 2023. Was it 2023 or 2024? Last seen 2024, sorry. So the last time she was seen was April 5th, 2024. Yeah. So I guess we really don't know when she died. We just know what she's been missing, right? Girl, I think he did it. I don't know. I wasn't there, but I think he did it. And girl, they say he from Houston, Texas. I said, oh girl. What else? Let me see. Let me make sure. That's really all about the story. All this shit starting to come out. Girl, so now all of his stuff is being canceled. His tours. I think he was on promo tour. Or either he was on actual tour or promo tour. I think he was on tour basically. And they said that's been canceled, as it should. Baby, things ain't looking too good, baby. Baby, things are not looking too good, baby. They say it was a smell coming from the car. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. That is so sad to me. It really is sad. Like, it's already bad enough. It's already bad enough. Like, yeah, I mean, it's already sad when people who you care about die, right? Um, but then when children die, and then just even if it was an adult, the way that they did her, like you really chopped somebody's body up. Like it's already bad enough that she was killed. On top of you killing this human being, you then dismembered her. It's not bad enough you already killed somebody's child. Baby, you have to take it to a whole nother, like, now you fucking Jeffrey Dahmer and shit. You know what I'm saying? The shit is crazy. That's crazy. And then stuff her body in a bag and put it in the trunk. That's so sad to me that like a family has to, and I don't even think that you could even really, I don't know. I'm assuming you can't. I don't know. I don't even think you could, I would assume, my assumption could be incorrect, that you probably can't even have a proper funeral because of what just happened to your child or this person. Because you chopped somebody up. And we probably can't even have an open casket. Somebody needs to be in jail. It's so many questions that I have. I have questions for the friends. I do. Why the fuck y'all ain't said nothing? And it's sad that this case is just now starting to kind of get media attention. National, maybe national news. And you know what's so crazy? I just thought about this. The whole tattoos, tattoos that they got was probably also his way of one, praying. Well, one, he'd already prayed on her, and then two, it was probably a reminder of basically her to and don't say anything. Like, you can't tell anybody. Oh, that motherfucker is. He needs to be in jail. He needs to be in jail. One, he needs to be in jail just off the rip that you was fucking with a 13-year-old. Hello, that's off the rip, bitch. We ain't even got to the part where we think you, girl. Let me shut up. Her body was found on September the 8th. Law enforcement. This is I'm reading this from TMZ. Law enforcement sources told us David claimed he had no idea anything had gone wrong. Bitch, that's your girlfriend. I wouldn't be surprised if the little girl was pregnant. Something happened for them to unalive that girl. I wouldn't be surprised if she was pregnant and he did it. Because of course, you can't get no 13. For one, you shouldn't be fucking with a 13-year-old. You damn sure can't get her pregnant. And now the little girl is pregnant. I don't know if she was. I'm just telling y'all the story that I feel like this is what happened in my head. Okay. I'm not saying that this is not the story. This is not being reported. I'm just telling y'all this is what I think happened in my head. The little girl was probably pregnant. He already knew he should have been fucking with her anyways. And now with her pregnant, people definitely gonna know, especially if she have the baby. You know what I'm saying? And then what if she wanted to have a heaven baby? You can't take her to terminate the pregnancy. I don't think he could. You see what I'm saying? David was in the middle of his world. Oh, it was a world tour, not a pro. Yeah, it was a world tour when the news about the body being found was revealed. And although he performed several dates after the news broke, he canceled his show. I'm sure he did. The LAPD has since searched the area where the singer's Tesla was found. And they're asking local residents for any information they have regarding the incident. Mm, 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 mm. I think the motherfucker did it. Anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna start paying attention to this story since I know what's going on. I feel so bad for her family, though. I mean, I feel bad for her. Um, I feel bad for her family because that's just a horrible way to hear that your child was taken out. So, yeah, sending prayers to the family. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I got some stuff I gotta wake up early in the morning and try to get some stuff out the way. And then I gotta go pick my nieces up from school later in the day. And then I'll be back down here after they leave and we can, talk. All right. Bye, y'all.